Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this very important conference. When we talk about illegal trade in Europe, we are talking about big business. The European Union expects that the value of trades of dogs in Europe is approximately 1.3 billion euros per year. 4.4 million puppies are born in Europe, and more than 50% of them, are born by commercial, non-pedigree breeders. A huge number of these puppies are bred in so-called puppy farms under poor conditions and under no control, and many of them are illegally exported. It is by the Commission estimated that 60% of all puppies are traded, are purchased via the internet. It is for us as breeders within the FCI not the right way to purchase, to buy and sell puppies. It should be possible for the coming dog owner to see the mother, to see the puppy and the mother together, and to have an impression of under which condition are these puppy bred. It is, of course, totally impossible when it comes to these huge puppy farms. And it's even more difficult to know anything about what you are getting when you buy a puppy on the internet, get it delivered somewhere on a parking area along a motorway somewhere in Europe. It should in some way be possible to stop that traffic. It is not to the benefit of the dogs. The illegal part of it is the dirty part of it. We are here talking about puppies very often understimulated, not really treated, have never been controlled by a vet, often too young. When this poor puppy has been traveling around the most of Europe for a day or two and finally land by an innocent owner somewhere, it cannot be a good start for the owner and for absolutely not for the puppy. How to stop it? I don't know. We need help from the authorities as we're trying to stop this. In the coming summer, probably June, July maybe, we will get new regulation in the European Union about health for dogs. We have for the first time a commissioner for this area, and we will get new legislation. I have read and I have also influenced a bit on the coming legislation, and I have read all of it. And believe me, it is good legislations. First of all, it will be mandatory in all EU countries that all puppies must be marked and identified and must be registered in an official register. That makes it possible to trace where the dogs come from and where it goes to. It's a huge step when we come so far, and it will be run in a period of 3 years from the middle of 25. Then it will be compulsory in all countries. But it is not all. Next step is that we must do like they have done for instance, in Belgium, in France. When a seller wants to sell a dog on the internet, he must have a license to do it with a license number. If this license number does not exist, the internet is not allowed to let him advertise his puppies on the internet. It will also be an important step to fight against it. But the most important is to educate the coming buyers. And here we as kennel clubs has a huge responsibility to inform the coming dog owners what is important and what is important not to do. This kind of education is difficult and it is expensive. But in the modern time, where all Kennel Club has access to the internet, has their own homepage, has their own people who can educate and who can make commercial advertisements. It is much, much easier and much, much cheaper than it was before, where we had to put in big advertisements in newspapers, and it is impossible to pay for it. I hope all the steps we can do together in the Kennel Club, together with the European Union, the Commission and the Parliament, and with the internets, it will be possible to at least reduce the number of illegal trade. I'm sure the day where you have interesting speakers in this topic will bring more news and give more new ideas. So I wish you a very, very nice and inspiring conference. I wish you all the best, at least. And last, I wish all the best for the puppies. Have a nice day.